And there's much more intrigue that I don't know about. That's why it needs a thorough investigation, not of staffers, not of hacks, but of people of intellect and people who are willing to put the country first. That's why Trump needs to convene a commission.
This is all so heavy that, you wonder who would take that job.
I have people who will take it. I have firefighters who will take it, fire engineers. I have people that will surprise you that will take the job.
That would take true courage. No one even mentions declassifying 9/11. I mean, it's like, the Kennedy assassination, UAPs. I mean, I'm all for disclosure because we own the government. We're shareholders. We're not slaves. So that's my view. I always push for disclosure, and I really mean it. But on 9/11, I don't even know anyone who wants. I do, but I don't know anybody else other than you who really wants full disclosure, because it's like you can feel it glowing. You just feel like, I don't know what that is, but that's really scary.
Well, I'll tell you, from one hand, if we talk about it, we're instantly called conspiracy theorists, we're instantly called 9/11 truthers, we're instantly called anti-Semitic. And let me tell you, the only word for all of this, if you're not interested, if you don't find this to be remarkably suspicious, if you don't realize that we were not told everything about 9/11, the only word, the only adjective that should be launched on you is you're anti-American. And that's worst of all.
That he was told to lie to the Congress. He was told to misinform the Congress. I have that in writing, Tucker. The 9/11 Commission is a cover-up. 1,000% cover-up.
Wow.
Well, It's the end of my public career, but I have a lot of friends.
I know, I got that.
A lot of people that support. Now people want me to talk, and I am talking because Trump's in power. And the only thing they can do is they can kill me. Now, 2 of my friends were killed. And the only thing they can do is they can kill me. Now, 2 of my friends were killed. And that's what I say to them. They're scumbags.
Oh, I know.
You scumbag, if you want to come after me publicly. But if you're going to hide and go do something behind something, which you do, now there are good people in the agency, but there are scumbags that work in our agencies. And I know them. And they're making money. They're $1 million people. And their $1 million companies are going to be exposed if it's the last thing I do.
And people that are knowledgeable. I mean, people that have now. Firefighters. There was never a steel structure building like that brought down by a fire. That's why they went up there. They were not expecting that to come down on their heads. There's one pretty famous guy, walked 40 floors up to the floor where the fires was, and really seconds before the towers came down. He said, "Okay, we got this under control. I need X number of units to do it." Again, they were not expecting this, and certainly wouldn't expect Building 7. I guess that's where my eyes were opened to these legitimate questions. I mean, didn't even ever hear about Building 7. All of a sudden you see the video that you're playing right now, and it's like, that sure looks like controlled demolition to me. And then you get that structural engineering professor up in Alaska, does a 4-year study with the graduate students, pretty well debunks the NIST study that they won't even release their calculations, or a lot of them.
It's amazing when you look at that guest lineup. Maybe we can put that back up on the screen, because to think that you have like Representative Kurt Weldon, who's been a guest on our show here. You have Senator Ron Johnson. You have Representative Dennis Kucinich. You have, just people who are actually in the government who are there, who are going to be speaking. Did you ever think that we get to a point where we're going to hear from members of Congress at a 9/11 event? It's almost crazy. You have to call them conspiracy theorists.
On gaining everyone towards a particular goal that would enhance our magnificent message, and not engage in debate with those, and I have to tell you, in my opinion, it is a very small minority of the church. In fact, for some of you here today, what is being presented may be news to you because you haven't even thought about it. My brothers and sisters, I would urge us not to be involved in conspiracy approaches, even to the point, it's almost unbelievable, that somehow the General Conference and the World Church is receiving instructions and is under the thumb or the direction of the United Nations.